I'm seeing 5, 10, 20x opportunities and a lot of coins right now. And like the title of this video suggests, this is actually urgent because what I've seen is what I've been waiting for. You guys know I've been waiting on the sidelines to get back in on my coins. And right now I'm pretty much starting to pull the trigger. So I hate getting videos out back to back like this, but I had to make the video today. And what I'm simply going to do in this video is I'm going to talk about those coins and what I'm seeing in the market. We're going to start off with some more conservative stuff at the beginning of the video, work our way down to the red light district, 2 a.m. gains that you were not allowed to talk about at Thanksgiving dinner. And that's a good thing because your family already hates you for what you dragged them into. But I have good news for you. And let me tell you about that news. See, I know you've been suffering. I know you've been hurting. Why? Because the most woke empty house business crypto fat advice guy who only makes videos when the market's going up, with a great body, who's also PG, extremely family friendly, bring your kids in the room. He hasn't been laying the hot, sweet sickness on you lately, giving you those coins that hit harder than crystal meth. But lucky for you, not only are my biceps back in frame, but I am blowing the trumpet. Boo, boo, boo. I'm sounding the alarm for us piece of shit degenerates. Crawl out of the trash cans in the back alleys which we have been residing in and get back into the market. This is a serious video with serious consequences. In fact, to stress how serious it is, I'm gonna get dressed up for this video. Put on a suit so even your grandfather respects me in this video. Because what I'm seeing in the market right now is exactly why you come to this channel. The opportunity to take dirty, dank, 2 a.m., get censored on Facebook because they're so dirty altcoins, and slam dunk them. Cross-court on fire, boom shakalaka style, up Cardano holders' asses, and post screenshots of games so hard that their girlfriend's boyfriend locks them in the basement for a month. And that's exactly what we're gonna do today, because what I'm seeing in the market, woo, last time I saw this, I made 15, 20x's. I had a really good few months, and I'm seeing it happen again. So without further ado, we're just going to dive straight into it. If you want to see coins I'm picking a lot earlier and projects I'm looking at, as always, follow me at ZSS Becker. All right, guys, I don't want to waste too much time with jokes, okay? I'm definitely not going to tell a lot of jokes in this video because we have a lot to talk about. What I'm seeing in the market is really damn cool. In all seriousness, the last time I saw this and I had this urge, it worked out really well. So before we dive into things, I want to stress, before I mention anything, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. This is a guy in a suit with sunglasses cosplaying Neo, screaming profanity and cuckold jokes, talking about the market. You might want to use this for entertainment only. And I want to stress that the moves I'm going to talk about right now, if I'm wrong, have like a 70-80% downside. This is pretty risky. Okay, and like always, I'm going to focus on a little bit more conservative coins at the start of the video, and then I'm going to get into some dirty stuff. All right, I'm going to get into some stuff I'm not really proud of. This is not stuff you want in your internet history. You don't want your father, who only invests in S&P 500 in gold, checking this stuff. If you pass away or something like that, you will not get a funeral. So, anyways, let's begin. So, what am I looking at right now? What has me excited? So, let's go over the past year right here. All right. If we go and look over the last year, here's the big crash that happened in May when Elon Musk started sharing his honest opinion on Bitcoin. That was terrible when that happened. Remember that? Not a good day. And here's the first run-up that happened and where I really started buying at about right here. Now, as I've talked about, I don't buy Bitcoin. Okay, I'm not a Bitcoin buyer. I'm not a Bitcoin bubba. What I do is I watch Bitcoin because I can't call it for sure. And I watch what Bitcoin is doing, and then I buy the coins I'm very interested in based on this right here. Because what happens is the coins that I look at usually trail Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin makes this big move, when it made this big move right here, most of the coins I bought hadn't made their big move yet because they trail and wait on Bitcoin. So what I've been doing this entire time is waiting for another one of these moves. Now, what we're looking at right now, to me, looks like one of these moves. Went up and it's dipping down right here, and then I think it's going to do exactly what it did right here again. This is reminding me a lot of this. Just like this dump right here remind me a lot of this dump right here. This one reminded me a whole lot of this one right here. Now, is this for sure? Is this certain to happen? No. But what I'm looking at in the market right now is the risk to reward. Okay, right here, risk to reward, not great. Right here, risk to reward, not great. Bitcoin doing this right here, okay. We mess up this trade, we mess up what we're about to do right now, we could lose 50%, we could lose 70%. More realistically, if we bail out early, and this trend reverses right here, we'll lose a good 20, 25%. But now also guys, what I want to do is also give you the exit plan on this move before we get into it. So obviously I started buying right about here on this move right here, and I'm expecting something similar to this. So that's what I'm looking for. Okay, it could go either way, but the risk to reward is just too good in my opinion. That also being said, What do we do here if this doesn't happen? Of course, we have war coming up. We have potential war. I don't think we're doing it, but you never know. And we also have rates potentially coming in March, which I think are already priced in. That being said, if this goes down below 36, I'm going to start pulling out of my positions, and I'm just going to go back to waiting. And if it goes down to 36, my positions will probably take about a 20% loss, which I'm fine with because I'm not investing the farm. I'm microcap trading. I'm investing small amounts looking for very large gains. And so only taking a 20% loss on these, pulling back out and waiting for the next rise up, the metaverse boom that I know is coming, that's completely fine with me. So I'm giving you that move right there, because we're really getting in right now before these coins have started to move. And because these coins that we're going to talk about, for example, CDFI is not the coin I'm going to mention in this video, but because they haven't really started to move yet, they're not going to have moved too much to the downside. When something goes up, then it has these explosive downwards. When something's kind of teetering around doing nothing, you're not going to really see it go lower than its all-time lows. You know, when it's getting close to its all-time lows or down here, you're not going to see that. And so we're playing off that a little bit. There will be losses, but 36 is about where I say, probably time to start waiting again. We could lose everything. I want to stress that. However, on the flip side, we could also see a lot of 20, 50Xs and crazy things happen just like we did last time in the coins I'm going to talk about. So yes, for everybody in the comment section, I am saying it could go up, it could go down. What I'm doing is balancing out the risk to reward here. So what does this particularly mean? Again, I want to show you this. If we go and look at the move that's happening right here, look at the date right here, 7:30. All right, this is when it made its big leg up like it's starting to do right now. We then go look at the coins that I really like to invest in, which is the gaming coins and NFT best coins that I think are going to rule this absolute bear, that I think are going to rule this bull market. If we go look at these dates right here, look at this right here. All right, this is CDFI, one of my favorite ones to invest in. And guys, I want to stress before we talk about this, a lot of things I'm going to talk about, I am invested in, or I might even be an advisor for. For example, I'm an advisor to CDFI. Being completely transparent with you, when I really like a brand or a coin, I reach out to the founders and see if there's ways that I can help mentor the project and also see if there's ways I can invest in the project. I'm going to talk about projects I'm investing in. I'm going to talk about projects I'm not invested in. But of course, if I like something, I'm probably going to invest in it. Full transparency with you. And I have to stress when I talk about these projects, what I really want you to do in these videos is do not buy the coins I talk about. Instead, use my thought processes and maybe my microcap trading video that's on this channel, just took in Alec Becker's microcap trading guide. Use the thought process and how I'm looking at things right now to find your own coins. Or if I mention a few things that you like, do a ton of freaking research on them, maybe pick one or two of them and really get to know them. If you have never traded microcaps before, you have never worked in microcaps before, this is your first rise up, or you don't even know how to work a Trezor or a ledger, you shouldn't be doing this. Just use this for educational gee whiz purposes. Okay, this is risky shit. And it's the last warning I'm going to give you.